I think of water as inherently creative. It's constantly coming up against things and flowing around them and just trying a new path until it finds one that works. And I guess I relate to that a little bit. Life keeps changing, and I think as an artist or an entrepreneur or really anybody who's alive, our job is to figure out what's going to work now. What beautiful thing can we now create to take things in a new direction? And that's kind of where I am these days. So I'm David, and it's nice to meet you if we haven't met before. If we have, it's probably because you heard me play some music somewhere, or came across one of my CDs, or maybe you read one of my books, or came to a talk that I did about social change, or something along those lines. The intersection between music and peace, I like to talk about that. Maybe you saw my TEDx talk on that topic. Or maybe you're into Guatemala and you are aware of me because of my work with a nonprofit that I started down there with my wife 15 years ago. Or maybe you're into Rotary and you know me as a Rotary Peace Fellow. Or perhaps you're into anti-racism work and have come across me there. Or maybe you're about interfaith work, and so you are aware of the trio I've got, Abraham Jam. It's got 3 guys of 3 different faiths playing music together and singing in harmony. Or maybe you spotted one of my Let's Be Neighbors banners somewhere, and that led you back to running across this video. Regardless, thanks for taking a minute to watch it. I feel so fortunate to get to do all that stuff. I've spent my whole life, really, my whole adult life, almost 30 years, pretty much following callings as I felt them in the moment. Pretty much doing what I felt led to do. And somehow, it's always worked out. Some of that stuff I get paid for, some of it I don't get paid for, but all of it is stuff I care about and it feels authentic to me. So I've gotten to do that for a living. Play music and talk to people about things I care about and invite them into conversations that matter. And I'm so grateful for that. So earlier this year, I did something that I don't think I've ever done before as an adult, which was that I seriously considered taking a day job. There was this really enticing possibility to work closely with one community of people over a long period of time instead of what I do now, which is getting to be with lots and lots of people for short periods of time. And that was really exciting to me. And it didn't happen, and that's okay. The right things happen, I think. But the discernment was such a gift to me, just thinking for a while about what it is that I care about and what I want my life to look like and where I might want to make some adjustments. And as I did that, a few things came clear to me. One is that I do long for a smaller community that I can have longer relationship with. Another is that I have a struggle that's familiar to a lot of artists, which is that all the day-to-day stuff crowds out your art time. And I've been trying to think, how can I create a situation where I have some accountability to create some art for folks, and that is an ongoing thing, and I have this smaller community. And as I was thinking about all that, my thoughts kept wandering back to this new platform on the internet that I had heard about, which is called Patreon. So CD sales used to be about 1/3 of my annual revenue, and now CDs really aren't a thing anymore. And I still want to make music. So I'm trying to figure out how that works in the new era that we're a part of. And I'm not complaining about the fact that folks stream music. I like to stream music. It's okay. Things are just evolving. So like water, I need to innovatively find a new path around the stone. Patreon might be that. It's kind of exciting because the people who are part of the Patreon community are going to hear new songs that I'm working on before anybody else hears them. A couple of weeks ago, I was on an airplane and had some time to kill, and I started listening back through my phone recordings, and I found 5 different song fragments that I really liked. All I need is the time to finish writing those songs. And you're going to be the first people to hear them. Months later, somebody else might. I just went in the studio and did a recording of my song, The Way It's Done. As a Patreon patron, you're going to get an MP3 of that in your inbox, even though it's not going to be on a CD for a really long time after now. And there are other exciting projects that I'm working on, like I've just started recording an audiobook of World Changing 101. The Patreon folks are going to get a chapter of that every month for the next year or so until it's all done, and then I'll release it to the rest of the world, but it'll be old news for you. It's kind of exciting. And every month I'm going to do a video chat with all the Patreon patrons and share a few thoughts on some stuff, maybe play a song, and then open it up to conversation. And we might just get to develop that community I was dreaming of, right? The long-term community with a smaller group of folks, except that it can be worldwide. I'm a dad these days. Mason just turned 11, and I'm not doing as much road as I used to, especially internationally, when it takes several weeks to make the tour make sense. So I'm missing my friends overseas, and I think this is another possible venue where we can gather and get to know each other and be mutually supportive in a time that's pretty challenging for a lot of people I love. So the way Patreon works, you can pledge just $1 a month, or you can do more if you like. It's totally up to you. And no matter what you pledge, you're gonna get the same thing. It's that kind of community. I want everybody to be welcome, whatever their resources. I'm excited about this. I think it might be something that really matters to a small group of people who want to be a part of it. Maybe even a larger group of people who want to be a part of it someday. But I guess the main thing I want to speak is my gratitude. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me even muse and ponder about these possibilities in our future. And thank you for listening to my music all these years and listening to things I'm writing and talking about. I'm grateful.